I'm stealth. You should not spawn a mob on top of me unless it's a monument. And in the monument, you definitely shouldn't do it for 5 minutes. You should not spawn a mob for like 5 whole minutes in a monument. And that should be the game's challenge, is waiting for all the mobs to pop. I mean, it shouldn't be, oh, 3 mobs popped on top of me because some other dude killed them really fast, and that's horseshit. And I don't know.
Weird fucked up thing, right? There's like, for example, there's like this bridge, right? And like the bridge is supposed to be like this, but the bridge is actually like this, so you can walk to this part of the bridge and walk through the bridge and fall down.
What?
Yeah.
Where?
It's in Searing Gorge.
Okay, I'm not gonna do that then.
Yeah, you just make sure you jump on the bridge.
What are the big no-no zones?
Wait. I want to hear that one again because I didn't know that.
Yeah, you can walk to this, like just some weird fucked up thing, right? There's like, for example, there's like this bridge, right? And like the bridge is supposed to be like this, but the bridge is actually like this, so you can walk to this part of the bridge and walk through the bridge and fall down.
Oh, what?
Yeah.
Where?
It's in Searing Gorge.
Okay, I'm not gonna do that then.
Yeah, you just make sure you jump on the bridge.
What are the big no-no zones?
All of them.
Okay.
Ungoro Crater is a big no-no zone.
Ungoro.
Don't say that. I
That's
didn't
a
want to go there so
big
bad.
no-no zone. Oh yeah.
Is it because the padding devil swords?
Yes.
Yeah.
Aggro.
Is it devil swords?
No.
Here's a Godzilla. Or just flying around. Yep.
Yeah, there's some real big boys.
And I mean like, okay, this water bottle is you.
Yeah.
And then
Wait, they're that fucking big?
No. You're the water bottle. I'm the devil sword. That's how huge these things are.
Yeah.
Wait, that's so cool.
No, it's like you're the size of their foot.
And
And
you
they
just,
are
you can
big,
just
they
fucking
are
aggro them
fast.
and they just run at you?
Yep, and they will eat your.
They'll
they
fear
will
you,
fuck
they'll
up.
kill you. Like, it's very, very hard to solo one of them, even as a max level player. I mean, like, you can do it once you get really good gear, but it's hard.
Yep. Yeah, I don't think I want to fuck with that at all.
Oh, I'm not gonna do any of that.
I like staying in dungeons and staying in caves, like predetermined caves. Like
Yeah.
all of them are Nagas, all of them are orcs. Because dungeons, I know what to expect. Out in the wild, anything can happen, and there are sometimes where you will just die, and there will be nothing that you could have done. And I don't feel compelled to do that, to subject myself.
Yeah, that's one of the things I felt about, like,
Doing it right.
I felt strong about my playstyle of like tabbing over and doing other things, because like, you know, it's stealth running like this, because that like it slows you down, and your cooldowns tend to be up a lot of the time. They tend to be up. Like, you can waste right now. I could just waste 5 minutes while I stealth walk, and I'm playing Final Fantasy 11. It doesn't matter. You know, I'm getting the tiger out there, getting him moving and killing things for me, and I'm moving ever so slowly towards 33, and I've only got 1K to go, and I'm definitely up. I'm gonna get a level, and I'm less distracted than usual, which is good. And so.
Examined.
Yeah, and so, like, right now I just use my evasion and my sprint on a level 14 cat. One of the things I think that about hardcore that I had to understand is I kind of have an ego about losing to certain mobs. I'm like, no, I can win this, but it's more about, should you try? And the answer is no. There's no mob where, like, the 2 cats, I feel like I kind of hung around like a second too long because I was like, well, I can beat it. No, I should have just immediately ran, and I'd rather kind of fight them feistily at the end for the last bit of my health bar, many yards away with, like, gouge and stuff, trying to get them distracted. But I don't think it's good to rush this. It's weird. I think for streamers, I think they're trying to get to 60 to get it all over with and say, I'm done, I can chill back, I'm 60, what, right? And yeah, that's a desire, but this thing they're talking about, out in the world, anything can happen, is a problem. Like the 2 cats, I felt like that was my best run, the 2 cats. And I didn't know there was going to be 2 cats. I thought it was one. I thought it was 1 cat. And that ended up being my worst and best run because the 2 cats were tragic. But it was a good run. I had the most money, and I had done the best. This run is not even as close as that. I had been doing really well on that one, and then the 2 cats just ended it like that. Just
Your
like
skill has increased.
just like that. Poof, gone. 2 cats killed me, and Like, I didn't see the first one, and I was like, fuck, I didn't, or the second one, I mean, and, yep. And... so now I'm like, okay, any spidery thoughts? If it's ever more than one mob, just leave. Don't try evasion tanking, just run and strafe out and sprint out and just reset, because I can go play Final Fantasy 11 for 5 minutes for the rest of eternity until all of this is done. And I've never, like, okay, hardcore gameplay is like the opposite of who I am. I'm such a reckless motherfucker. I don't care. I'll run out there and Leroy, and I won't call it Leroy. I'll call it Wednesday. I am like such an aggro player. I really am. And like, I don't know. Yeah. And I worry all the time about my patience. Wait, oh, I don't have 6 crawlers yet? Oh, I don't. I need 1 more, huh? Alright. Let's finish it. Fuck it. If it'll give me the... I've been killing so many grabs, I don't know if it'll give it to me. I feel like I have to go post these auctions if I have any hope of buying the gear that I need to survive. Grinding for the gear is a reality this low. Like, the gear is necessary, so, like, that trunk, I need it to be good. It was 58 copper. That's not good enough. I don't think, anyways. Yeah. Wait, I guess it, yeah, I mean, it was like a silver. I suppose that's okay, but, yeah. Yeah, the auction, this is like 12 silver worth of beer I've got to go, or rum, I mean, and 5 oily black mouse. That'll be some money, yeah. But I feel like I should grind first, and also I want to train enchanting. So, but I'm almost at 12, so let's do the fishing quest to bump myself up to the bar. Excuse me. Excuse me. Excuse me. And I will take the crab meat and
aggro.
Turn in the quest. Crawler meat, crawler claw. There we go. Done with that one now, I think. Right? No, I need a crawler leg. Damn it. So annoying.
Aggro.
I kind of want to go to Bashala Ran and just farm Grell for like half an hour and just fill my inventory and take that. Honestly, I think the better thing to do would be to just grind like animals over there where it can skin a lot for rabbit thistle bears, and just like get that done. Maybe, I don't know. I don't want to do the Thresher quest. I don't want to do water, so we're gonna skip that one. Yep, do green quests. Yeah. Green quests, right? Yeah, the green quest is good advice. Yeah, Thistle Bear captured. Altharanarian, yeah. Okay. There's some of it.
Peace be with you. May the stars guide you.
There's some of it.
Go in peace.
The crawler leg is still a fucking thing. I'm gonna go keep doing that till I fucking get it.
Aggro.
completely
Yeah.
being degenerate.
Yep, exactly. It's like some people are applying the like,
Shameless degeneracy.
yeah, like people go on, they say, oh, don't boost, don't turbo grind, don't do this, don't do that. And I get it if you're new, but like if you've already played the game, what does it matter?
Yeah.
And also, like, if you've already played to like level 50 and you've done every dungeon, I really
Aggro.
don't see what's so bad about skipping a couple levels and just getting to more predicted dangerous content rather than random dangerous
Yeah,
content.
I feel like you just play how you want. I mean, Soda said it like right when the guild was made. He said like, I don't care how.
I don't care how you do it. Yep.
Do whatever you want because people are gonna assume you got carried anyway.
Yep.
So
Yep.
There's no point.
Because when you get to 58,
That's true.
you get to 58, you die to, what is it called, Blood of the Hero?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Let's say you die to the random rune, some other guy clicks it, you get slowed down by 90%.
Aggro.
Skeletons. What'd you learn? Don't go to Eastern Playlands. Should have boosted. That's about it.
Shouldn't have played hardcore WoW.
Yeah, exactly. Should have
Yeah.
just fucking boosted. Fuck that.
No, I know it's bad, right? I mean, I am so excited to see the raids. I'm gonna be honest, like I am so excited.
That's good that he's
because
doing
whenever
it.
somebody makes a mistake, I am going to fucking just go down at like 0.25% speed, watch it frame by frame.
17 different POVs.
Oh yeah, and just like
I'm
I'll
scared.
watch them mess up. Absolutely.
Will you watch the runs if they go well?
Yeah, I still will, I guess.
If they're live? But you
I
probably won't.
guess.
Yeah.
He's disappointed.
Oh no, I mean, why do you watch NASCAR?
For the crashes.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It is what it is, right? You want to see that. So yeah, that's what I'm hoping happens. I hope some crazy ass shit happens. Like I can only imagine. Imagine a full guild wipe in Molten Core.
I hope that's what
A
happens.
full wipe.
Because here's the thing.
What do we
Everybody
even do
died.
after
No,
that?
I'm okay with that. Like, if,
Yeah.
like, for example,
That's
I'm okay
glorious,
with the
honestly.
the Earth
Yeah.
all dying at once.
Okay.
Because the only reason why I fear death is
Yeah.
knowing that people will get to enjoy things, and I'm not there. I don't get to enjoy these things. If I were to die, I realize, oh my god, these people are going to continue playing, and I'm not a part of that.
Right. Yeah.
And it feels terrible. If we were to all wipe the Ragnarok,
Probably like Gar. Yeah, I wouldn't expect getting a rag.
you don't think you'd bang?
Yeah, that's the last boss. Yeah, that's
Well,
hard to get.
Okay, let's be general. Molten Core, I really don't think it's that hard.
You're not wrong.
Yeah, like it's very hard to fuck that up.
Ooh,
Like Baron?
that's the thing. That's
Baron-
what you might not.
Baron's probably the hardest boss, or who do you think's the hardest in
No,
Molten Core?
because people can mess up every boss
Okay.
because they're stupid, and you need to understand that with classic WoW players, there is a depth of stupid. If you ever looked at a chicken,
Yeah.
you see how stupid a chicken is.
Yeah.
Like you really look at them and you look at their eyes and you realize there's absolutely nothing going on.
Yeah.
That's basically a classic WoW player. There's nothing that's gonna happen. Like, they're never gonna figure it out.
I am curious.
It's a special breed of players.
Who are? And I'm gonna ask you.
I got my money. I'm gonna be able to do it.
The moment you think it, okay? 3 players where they're in your dungeon group from our guild. You are just not going to the dungeon.
I don't know. I'll go.
All of them?
As long, okay, I would honestly, I think, go with pretty much anyone as long as they weren't underleveled for the dungeon.
What about people in my guild?
No, nobody.
Is there anybody who you think is just absolutely like, if they're there, everybody's dying?
I could see McConnell killing me for content.
Is he playing?
Yeah,
Warp drive active.
yeah, he's gonna play. Yeah, I could see him killing me for content and then be like, oh, I didn't know they were gonna be. Oh, what? Oops.
You know what they're gonna say, right? If you die and he kills you,
They're gonna say it's my fault.
easy clap.
Yeah, yeah.
What a day.
That's what he gets. That's what he gets. See, yeah, he thinks he's so special. I'm glad McConnell really, gave him a reality check.
Humble to baldy.
Yeah, humbled. Exactly.
I think the only person I'm genuinely horrified of is probably Extra Emily.
Yeah.
She would have made it.
Oh,
Yeah.
I thought you meant of like the people that are currently like able to do dungeons.
Oh no, like somebody catches up to us and like, hey Vicky, I would love to do a
Yeah,
dungeon.
I would be scared to do a dungeon with Emily.
Yes.
I thought we were talking about the people that are like grinding to get to 60.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, no, there's a lot of people under like 20 that are kind of just like joining to like see what's going on. I don't think I would want to play with most of those people.
I wouldn't play with Pokemon either.
Mm-hmm.
She's too mean. You see what she did?
Wait,
No.
what'd she
She
do?
watched the WoW vanilla opening animation with the dwarf and the bear,
Yeah.
and she was laughing and saying how bad it was.
Uh-huh.
That broke my heart.
Wow.
I love
Maybe
that
it was
cutscene.
bad. I don't know.
That cutscene is one of the coolest trailers for any game ever. He walks up, he's in the snow, dwarf, bear comes, shakes off the snow. And there's the Tauren. Is the Tauren one where he like has the flowers?
Yeah.
Come on, man. It's been like 6 in a row.
Bro, that trailer's so goddamn good. And it still looks good, but dude, 20 years ago.
That's nuts. Yeah, it was years.
That trailer's 20 years old.
It was
Yep.
probably about 20 years.
Come on, man.
I mean,
Fucking.
just genuinely think about it being 2003. You're 10 years. I'm 10 years. I'm 10 years old. Magic the Gathering is pretty new. World of Warcraft is new. Imagine if I was like 18, 19 during that era. Because that is just the good shit. Because WoW is still so good 20 years later. It's so fucking good. It's unbelievable. But just remembering, I feel so vindicated by how much that game had a clutch on my life for a decade.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, this is like a
everything
vindication
in
of the
my
time
life
that I
is
spent,
built
yeah.
around playing video games, mainly WoW, and hanging out with my friends. Like that was literally all I would do. That was like my job. I remember I would even schedule, like I would put work availability around my raid times.
Yep. Yes, sir.
I would just like tell people, yeah, guys, I can't hang out. It's a raid night, and oh yeah, it was amazing. Like, I never felt like I don't regret it at all. It was so good.
Absolutely. I learned who I was in WoW.
Yeah.
I met some of the most influential people in my life from WoW. Yeah, even the way I play games. It's so damn good. And I don't know. I mean, obviously, I'm going to play Season of Discovery.
Yeah.
I think, and I don't know how stoked you guys are for that, but I'm hoping to play Horde.
Aggro.
I would like to play Shamans. I'm hoping they just put Shaman on Alliance. Because I'm worried that we're going to separate it, and then people are like, well, we have to play Alliance.
I want to be a priest mage.
I just want to play a fucking
I want a frostbolt on priest. I think that'd be
You
amazing.
know how happy I'd be if I was Fury Warrior, and we even had a Shaman on our team so I could get Wind Fury?
That'd be crazy.
Wind Fury is so...
Or a Shadow Lock.
Aggro.
It's the 5 extra hit rating. It's insane. But dude, just having a Shaman, having the totems, having the class feel. Yeah, that's why I love Warrior. Because I wasn't going to play Warrior. I was going to play Hunter. Just because I wanted to have a cat. I wanted to RP like it was my pet Eggy. That's all I was going to do. But then Jimmy was like, actually, I kind of want you to tank for me, man. And if my buddies asked me to do something, I'm not going to say no.
Yeah.
So I was like, fuck it, made tank down. I called it to Jimmy, and now we're playing together, and it's fucking awesome. Given, holy shit, red is bad.
Yeah.
What is the point of red?
There's no point.
Does it ever get better?
No.
So, like, this is
Well,
what
yeah,
Ret Paladins
in
are. And I've
TBC,
really thought about this for
yeah,
a long
but not in
time.
classic.
Is
No.
that Ret Paladins are
No.
completely worthless. They offer.
I
nothing
hate
to the
Paladin.
raid, and every single other class
Yeah.
would be better than a Ret Paladin.
Yeah, what's wrong with them? Because I remember Soda City wanted to ban it, and people always talk about how useless they
They
are.
just do bad damage. They don't do good damage. It's just that simple.
Do they provide
Why don't they just
anything?
buff them?
Well,
Aggro.
because it's an old game. It's classic.
Yeah, no changes.
And they did
Hashtag no
buff them.
changes.
Yeah, they buffed them in like TBC. They're better in TBC and Wrath. And
Wrath, they were crazy.
yeah, Wrath they like absolutely ate dick.
Yeah, I was
TBC, they were crazy.
I don't know if this is a lie.
TBC, they were top of the they were top arena, but they were top everything
Okay,
else.
Yeah, 'cause I had Armageddon.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Didn't
that's
have
just
Betrayer.
The asteroid
Betrayer.
is
Okay, what is that?
depleted.
It was the good axe from the last block.
Oh fuck.
Yeah,
don't
I
think
didn't get it either. I was on the last prio because I was a
There.
problem boy.
Finally.
Problem child.
Yeah, I caused a lot of problems in the guild, and I was like, in general, I remember whenever I won the role on a mount, everybody in the guild got mad. They're like, oh god, no.
Yeah.
Somebody else has to be able to roll, right? I mean, like, we're not
Yeah.
really gonna. And I'm like, come on, guys, give it to
Aggro.
me. It's mine.
It's mine.
And then I would ride it around. Oh, yeah, it was a good
Which
time.
mount?
The Drake from Obsidian Sanctum. The purple one.
Yeah.
That's why it's like 25
That
M.
mount is ugly.
Yeah, I know, but like back then, I was like the only person that had it.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, I was
Oh,
a
my
player.
skills,
And,
yeah. Oh my
I mean,
god.
that was
I do
good.
this
Yeah,
every
I'm trying
time.
to think like, yeah, Retch it's just trash.
Oh,
Like, I would
whatever.
never play
Now it'll
Paladin.
feel
Does it offer
like faster.
utility?
Well, yeah, but it doesn't offer any sort of unique utility that Holy Paladin doesn't provide anymore.
Oh, so it is useless.
Well, it's useful, but it's less useful than everything else.
Okay. So like also what is
It's
the...
like if you had a rock,
Oh.
okay?
Yeah.
Okay, so think like a ret. It's actually such a good way to look at it. Ret paladins are like a rock. If you're
That
trying
is
to hammer
lovely.
in a nail, you can do it with a rock, can't you?
Yeah.
but it would be better to have a hammer.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so if you're trying to hit somebody with it, like you're trying to kill somebody, you can throw them, hit them with a rock, you know, David and Goliath, right?
Yep.
But a gun would be easier,
Yep.
right? Or a sword, or literally a stick, even,
Yep.
right? Anything. If you're going to sit down, you can sit on a rock, right?
Yeah, you good.
But a chair would be better,
That's
right?
true.
Chair would be better. But a rock can do all of those things,
Okay. So
just not very well.
that makes a lot of sense.
And so rep paladins in guilds, they're like having a geared rep paladin in your guild is like having a really expensive dog. Because like, you know how these people, they'll have like a $5,000 poodle that they need to have like a therapist come in and like talk to the poodle so it doesn't, like, its heart doesn't explode, right?
Yeah, of course.
And it's like, this is basically a status symbol because they can invest that many resources into just having this stupid, worthless dog, right? And that's exactly what a rep paladin is to a raid group. It's like having your own, like, deluxe luxury poodle that has no...
And I never changed my opinion about this. I felt the same way about Summoner in Final Fantasy XI, except for the solo capability of Summoner. That was it. They were good off healers, but they were a waste of time in a raid. Estega was good, but it wasn't worth the spot in the it wasn't worth the spot in the Alliance.
So what? Aren't druids the same or no?
No, druids are good. Druids in
So whenever you
PvP.
say druids, like, balanced druids also suck.
Yeah,
Yeah.
balance
Okay? But at
sucks.
least balanced
but-
druids can buff the other.
But restoration trees are
by giving them more
restoration
crit
druid is
What,
fine.
Is it innervate?
No, well, innervate
But
is
and
nice,
Guardian
they
and
also
Feral
have
are only good
to
in
innervate everybody else
PvP.
around.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
'Cause that's what I played in Classic WoW. I played Boomkin.
Oh, that's a big mistake.
Yeah, it was awful.
Yeah,
I
it
was
was
wondering why it felt
trash.
so bad.
So bad. Yeah, it's literal garbage.
I see it all the time too. I
But
see
also,
balance
people
all
say
the well. I
warriors
see
feel
druids
bad.
all the time.
No,
Yeah.
it doesn't.
No, it doesn't. Yeah.
It feels really good the moment, especially when you hit 36 and you get Whirlwind. Oh my god. I don't know how anybody's. I get how leveling alone is bad, but I think leveling alone as any class is fucking bad. So just buddy up. And if you buddy up with a warrior, you're like OP as shit.
Yeah, warriors are like the biggest force multiplier. Right?
Straight
Like
up,
a
like,
healer or something like
Dude,
that.
I did my SM
Like,
runs.
if you're a warrior, like, you should never die with a healer.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I did SM runs with 3 warriors.
Yeah.
I'm
Holy shit.
Yeah, you
How's
just
that
fall.
not the meta?
It
Like,
was.
Oh, it is.
Yeah, it was.
Oh, that
Like,
makes sense.
if you watch a speedrun kill video,
Yeah.
all it is a bunch of warriors. There's like literally 17 warriors in the raid.
Yeah.
Because they're the best class in the game.
Okay, that's what I'm saying. That's how
Yeah.
it feels.
No, that's just the way the numbers are.
Okay.
Right? It's not even an opinion.
Yeah.
It's just the best class in the game.
Okay. Hey, fuck yeah. Cool.
Yeah.
Hey, shit. Now I get why everybody's playing warrior. That shit is
Exactly.
good. That's fun.
Yeah, that's why they're so good. Yeah, that's why everybody plays them, and it's like kind of like, you know, hobbies.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I think that really, like, if I was doing a raid, and if I raid with you guys, then I just want to go to the raid, and I just want to relax. You know, I don't want to help raid lead. I just want to observe and
Yeah,
watch things
I'm old
happen.
and I don't want to do
And
that shit
I swear to
anymore.
God, if one thing
Uh-huh.
goes wrong, I am fucking roaching out so fast. Like, I am gonna be gone. Like, somebody goes to half health, I'm like, I gotta go. Yeah, I'm done. Nope, not gonna happen.
Yeah, no, I think I'm gonna have to do the same. Like if I see somebody being a dumbass, I'm just no risk. I'm out. Petri.
Well, I mean, like,
Hearth.
realistically, I will leave the group, and I will still help. And then
The
if
asteroid
they go
is
to me, then
defeated.
I'll Petri.
The asteroid is
Speaking of
defeated.
what I want to go to, what's going on with Wild West, Emma? You're on that, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'll be there. At the time that this episode comes out, I think it'll be the second day after the opening ceremony. I think there's gonna be a stream on my channel today, but there's gonna be a bunch of stuff. There's a horseback riding, a shooting range, a hoedown. I don't even know what the fuck that is, honestly.
Hoedown?
Like a dance
It's like
thing.
it's a dance.
Oh yeah. Well, it's going on today and tomorrow on Twitch. The schedule's probably on the OTK Twitter. It's on a bunch of different channels. So
It actually looks
Yeah.
really fun. I think that's the first thing that I'll actually be like. I will be probably a little bit sad because it just looks really fun. I'm not gonna bitch about it, but it looks fun. You know, it'd be cool to go out and shoot guns. Looks cool though. I hope it goes off without a hitch. Because if I don't know what it is, but in my head I'm imagining that people rented out a like dust cowboy town, going to spittoons, or like using spittoons. See her RPing as a cowboy with Will Neff.
Yeah.
That's gonna be so fucking funny. Like that's gonna be such good content.
I'll be excited to see what happens. Honestly, I will.
Absolutely. I'm hoping it's not a clusterfuck fest.
It probably will be.
Okay.
Yeah. I would expect that with that many streamers in one place.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what people are gonna tune in to watch, right?
Yeah. Like the Kai Cenat jail stream. Y'all saw that, right?
Of course.
Yeah, I saw some of it.
Really good, but it was quite literally a clusterfuck.
Well, that's what happens at jail.
True.
Yeah.
30 people in one room. It's just like
Mm-hmm.
too much. And also, I think it's on NMP's channel for the Wild West. And then it's on your channel for a little bit as well.
Everybody gets their own stream. It's kind
Yeah.
of like that ShitCon that they did
Oh,
a couple
cool.
of years
Fuck
ago.
yeah.
That's what
Oh.
I think they're doing, right?
I think so,
That's
yeah.
actually really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. That is always really hard figuring out when like things are happening. It's at what? It's at like 6 p.m. or some shit?
I
no,
think
we-
it's all fucking day.
It's all day? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Dope.
I
Cool.
mean, I think they're staying the night there or something like that. Like, I remember, like, they talked about it, and obviously I'm not going to this, right?
Yeah.
And, like, they tried. But there's no way. There's no fucking way.
Yeah. It will be cool though because I
Mhm.
will probably watch clips, but I'm stoked to get level 60. I
Oh,
will
yeah.
not die. I will use my Lionheart helmet. I
Yeah.
will not die. This will not age poorly. I will be level 60. I will be fucking shredding.
What are you gonna do after? Just like focus on getting gear. You're gonna make a new character.
I'm gonna get my pre-bis. I am well aware I'm going to get max level and fully kitted 3 weeks before anybody else is ready. So I'm going to start a warlock, and I'm going to play with VTubers,
Cool.
and I'm going to boost VTubers.
Jesus, like a simp.
Not like a simp, kind of like
Yeah.
like a hero.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Of course.
So like a simp.
simp.
Mm-hmm.
What's the word? Simp, like a parallel. You know,
Okay.
like a simp adjacent.
Like a white knight.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, exactly.
Good for you,
a white
dude.
knight. Because Soda hates VTubers. VTubers aren't allowed in the guild.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I will be their
Smart.
hero. What the fuck?
Well, because you don't like. What if it's not really them playing?
That's true.
Yeah. It could be somebody else. It could be an imposter.
That's true.
Mm-hmm.
That'd be cool.
What are these?
Oh, those are from last week. I thought that they were
Oh,
for this
fuck.
week.
Okay, I was gonna read the review.
Yeah.
Oh, do we need those or no?
I don't know if we have.
No, I
Where's
was
that
actually
this
just
week?
reading the thing.
Oh, wait.
You know what? Here, I'll read one right now.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
I love Tecton's cursed sense of humor. Okay, 5-star from Tui. So here's a joke for him. A horse walks into the bar and the bartender asks, "Why the long face?" The horse, not being able to comprehend human language, drives drunk through a school zone.
Did you notice,
What
by
the
the way,
fuck?
Amy, whenever that guy that we were talking to was like, "Yeah, I'm super drunk. I gotta drive to the liquor store."
What the fuck?
It's just like he said that, and like I don't think anybody caught on to that. It was just like,
I didn't actually until you just said it. so.
He's like, "Yeah, I gotta go to the
Wait.
liquor store."
Bro, that is so funny. The horse, not being able to comprehend human language, drives drunk through a school zone. I had a really fun, a really funny joke when I was a kid that I would tell all the time. Why is 6 afraid of 7?
Why?
Do you know why?
7, 8, 9.
No, because 7's a sex offender.
Ooh, wow. That's probably, at least in certain communities, probably accurate.
Dude,
Yeah.
that shit would get 7, 8, 9. Nah, 7 killed his family. It's so good. I love dumbass shit like that. Or another one when I was in 3rd grade. This one is so cringe. Knock knock.
Who's there?
Interrupting hippopotamus.
Hello.
Interrupted.
Hippo!
Be
Oh,
careful.
okay.
There's
It's like you
stars
know
guys.
it's gonna happen, right? But it's like you can't not say it. It's like, okay.
Classic.
It's like
dude.
D's what? Okay, here we go.
Or here's a really good one.
Okay.
Okay. What's 4 times 4?
16,
16 times 2.
32,
32 plus 18.
50.
50 is nuts in your mouth. I miss the age of long-term joke telling.
Yeah.
Like really long, like take everybody on a little story and there's a nice punchline at the end.
Uh-huh.
Those things don't exist anymore. Like I don't know, like if you ever heard any of those, like
Oh yeah, sure. I get what you're saying.
yeah, like there was a really fun where I was able to artificially, well not artificially, I was able to extend a joke to an hour and 15 minutes. Before that hour and 15 minutes, I got to take everybody through a journey where everybody would just sit there. And at first it started around 15, then it gets longer and longer and longer. My buddies add on to the story, like, what if he did this? and it was just a really nice time. Those jokes don't really exist anymore.
Well,
And
because they don't fit into TikTok.
yeah, like I had a really, you know, a guy walks into a bar and he sees this pirate, and he's, you know, at the bar and he's giving a drink, you know, things that pirates do. He didn't have any rum on the boat, so he was giving a drink from behind the bar, and he's looking at him, and he has this big old wheel on his dick, you know, one of those pirate ship wheels.
Yeah,
that
sure.
people used to steer the boat. And the guy goes up to him and he's like, "Man, what the fuck is that thing? Is that like a ship wheel on your cock?" And the pirate looks at him and says, "Yar, it's driving me nuts." And that's the whole joke. And I don't know, I just love shit like that, man. It's just, they're not really funny. They're really not funny. But it's just something to, like, pass the time. Maybe I'm a boomer now.
All of the jokes that, like, I know are bad. I don't know why, but, like,
All the jokes I know are the really bad ones. Yep.
Okay.
I think bad ones are endearing.
Yeah,
You
but
know?
Twitch doesn't.
I know. They just say cringe,
Yeah.
Pepe W, but like,
Well, no, I mean the people that run the site.
oh,
Yeah,
okay.
they're not a fan of these.
Oh, you mean like,
Well, I mean just any of them.
like
right?
you mean bad ones as in like,
Well, I mean no one. There's a lot of
Your
different
skill
kinds of
has
people.
increased.
oh, okay.
Yeah,
Bad as in not funny or bad as in like you can't say these?
both.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Primarily the second one.
Yeah, like I don't really care about like being funny. I just like, I don't know. I don't want to say comforting. That's fucking cringe. But just doing something, at least making people suspend their worries for a second. Just having people focus
Yeah,
on like
yeah,
a
it
story.
distracts them.
Yeah, just a distraction.
Well,
That shit.
I
Your
think
skill
we've
has increased.
We've distracted you guys for long enough,
That's
and
right.
we've had fun. And so probably by this time this video comes out, maybe Miz will have killed Emmy again. Tectone will finally die.
Nope.
And I'll be probably delaying playing the game again because I've been reacting too much. So thanks a lot everybody for watching, and also for Wild West. You can watch Wild West at watchwildwest.com. They actually
Wow,
have a
I
whole
could not
website
see
for
him.
it so people
I
can
could not
actually
see
keep
that
track
guy
of everything
at
and
all.
know what's actually going on rather than following 15
I got
different
3
people's
goblins,
Twitter
now I'm
accounts
dead.
to get
Wow.
an update on everything that happens.
Maybe I
So,
can
yeah,
zone.
there you go,
I don't
guys,
know.
and,
Or get this
I'll be
involved, I
excited
guess.
to watch this
Nice.
from the comfort
Yep.
of my
The
neck.
furrier just has to be off me
Yeah,
now
that
or he'll
shit
kill
looks
me.
good.
Oh shit! Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, also, check
Get
out
on him.
Patreon.
Get on him.
More Steak and Eggs content. all
Yeah,
the
it's
time.
No, no. Get on him. Get
I
on
need
him.
to get that,
Yeah,
thanks
get
for
on
one
him.
of those
Get on
hoodies.
him. Oh, no.
The black one. That was
Furrier
cool.
was it.
Yeah.
Furrier,
It looks like
you're
a-
just
it
dead.
looks like
You're
a,
dead.
a hoodie for like a black metal
It's
band
alright.
from Norway.
I stole one of those.
Oh really?
Yep.
I should steal.
Yeah, there's that.
No, no.
Okay,
You were
we'll do
acting
that.
crazy.
Yeah, they're
Stop
nice.
it.
So yeah, guys, Wild West, and thanks a lot for watching. We really appreciate it. And shit, we'll see y'all. in
Oh, I
the
didn't
next
train. Shit.
Peace.
So that makes
I
it
didn't
all
train. I didn't train. I didn't train. God damn it. Take me back there. So annoying.
Yeah.
Did you ever get beat up when you were a kid?
No.
Like a bully?
Oh,
when
I
was
would
a
have
kid,
people try to fuck with me, but like,
I
nah.
got my shit rocked.
For
Really?
playing video games?
Oh yeah, because I was I
Oh,
would
yeah,
my
that's-
school was every grade in one, right? So kindergarten through 12th grade. So like imagine when you're like an
Oh,
8th
nice.
grader or a 7th grader and there's a fucking 12th grader who's giving you shit.
Oh yeah. Caught by. Okay.
Ring security cameras have bestowed the internet with some of the most bizarre viral videos out there. From clips showing chaotic neighborhood activity to chilling nighttime visits by unknown figures, it's unbelievable what's being caught on these devices every day. While most Ring recordings are uploaded for the amusement of you and I online, there are some Ring videos that have.
Thank
far more
you,
serious implications, as
Wavy
our
Webster,
children-
for the excellent content from my stream. I'd like to sub to your channel. This is Deranged Criminals Caught by Ring videos. I'd like to sub. Thank you. Oops. Robbers gun jams as he tries to shoot fleeing victim in Las Vegas. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Ring footage has
His gun jammed.
captured some rather disturbing.
He was gonna shoot her ass. What the fuck? It's like Witness or something like that. It's fucking Witness. What the fuck? What the fuck?
What brings you here?
I don't know. I need to train.
May
Oops.
the stars.
There goes all that money, but at least we're alive, you know. Gotta go train. Oh my god, I forgot. Oh wow, so I guess Chatty crashed. I guess Chatty crashed. Hey, what's up, number 2? I didn't mean to be rude. My Chatty crashed on me. I checked it and I didn't know, but it had crashed on me, and I'm sorry. I missed your chat. Hello, number 2. I didn't mean to be rude. I'm so sorry. Yeah, that's a fuck up. I tried to run the chat, and I even checked it. So sorry about that. Yeah, I was like, yeah, it seems quiet tonight. Yeah. Right on. Gotta go train, and that's gonna be expensive. It's gonna be expensive. Please don't be all my money. I think it is gonna be all my money. So annoying. Oh, good. Okay. Well, yeah, that's good. Yeah, I should have checked it again. I thought I was like that. I thought I had the chatty open, but no.
Hello.
Okay, backstab, kick, and parry. Oh, it's expensive. All of that money. I cleared it by 2 silver, but I got it all. All right, kick. Yeah, kick's good. I have a macro for that, I think. Yeah. Kick. Oh, what did I catch? I caught a tiger. Meeny, miny, mo. Charm a tiger by the toe. Resist 7 times and fucking die. Fetal foe, fetal fi. Please don't resist. Oh, thank God. Alright, sit since you fucked me. I really wish that dev or guy in that Discord wasn't an a-hole last night. I would love to see you play that beta. Yeah, I know. The PAX day? I know. No. It wasn't a dev. It was a community manager. And he was not an asshole in any way or form. I just have personal biases that like, that guy was totally fine. Like, that guy was fine. I just have personal biases with these companies. And being an angry neckbeard person, I just yell at them even when it's not their fault. Like that was a community manager, and he had nothing to do with it at all. He doesn't even have any power with the company. You know, he has nothing. He doesn't put any content in the game. You know, he's just trying to make sure that people have a response when they talk there. And my bias is old. My bias is old, and it's existed for 18 years. because I've been closed betaing games for 18 years, you know? And so I have some old pent-up anger from other shitty triple anus people like him. You said that's just the alpha, right? Yeah, it's just the alpha. It's incredibly selfish of me to freak out that I can't get in the alpha. That's just insane. But I've done a ton of alphas before. You know, I don't know. Oh yeah, I did. I mean, I did what you can do, which is I signed up. I monitored it every day for 4 months. I checked my email every day. I went to the Discord the day of the alpha and I asked for a key. That's as far and as stalker and as overt as like I got in kind of a tiff with the community manager. I went as far as I personally am willing to go. You can go bug them, but I don't. I mean, I'm not bugging them any more than I already did. Those guys, they're just trying to make a game, you know. And I'm more mad about other times that I didn't get in betas than I am about theirs. But I care about theirs more than I do about the other betas. But, I mean, I'm sure when closed and open come around, I conducted myself well. I erased the messages. I ghosted. I did fine. I left the Discord because I don't want people tracking me through that Discord. Which reminds me. Upgrade chat. Upgrade what? What is this? I mean, I've been on the Enshrouded server. Enshrouded's okay, but I still don't really want to be on the fucking server. I don't want to be in pen pals anymore. I haven't spoken to those guys in 2 years now or something. I'm not going to hang out in that server anymore. Just dumping. I have 6 direct messages, 3 friend requests. Whoever those people are, I don't know who that is. Message requests. I'm a big fan of your live. I don't know who these people are. And I don't know. I don't care. I have no interest. I'm good, yo. So. But, yeah, so. Oh, can you tell or send that website for the game, please? I misunderstood. I missed your first thing, number 2. I'm sorry. I missed what you said at first. Give me just a second. It's like... Yeah, you can just go type in the name. It's PAX Day. There you go. Oh yeah, no problem. Sorry, I missed I missed the part where you said, "Can you tell or send that website?" I missed that chat, and I'm sorry about that. There you go. Yeah, I mean it's good, but I mean PAX Day. Honestly, I don't care that much about getting in the alpha. I was upset for that fucking 20 minutes, and I have to make my fucking anger thing about alphas and betas because I don't like their system, and I never have. I think it's exclusionary. But, you know, it's an exclusionary system. But I don't care to play PAX Day until open beta anyways, really. Which won't be until late quarter 2025. So, something about this is I've been doing this a long time. And, like, if you... Oh, gonna make an account and keep it up to date. Yeah, you should. Make an account and keep it up to date. Now, yeah, you definitely should do that. Yeah, you should sign up. Yeah, sign up now. Yeah, and run it. It'll be a very good social MMO. It's gonna be good. And
Your inventory is full.
damn it, how am I full? Aw. I think that's okay. Yeah, I guess the silent scroll is part of it. Yeah, that's okay. I'll die sooner or later and I'll dump all this. So, yeah, sign up now, definitely. And in the future, it'll come out, but it'll still be like 2 years. And you can definitely get antsy waiting for a game, and I don't recommend it. Like, I was that way with Ashes of Creation for 2 years until I realized that the fear of missing out, the FOMO, and the desire for PAFO, which is play and find out, and the desire for new content is this burning thing in me. Like, you watch me surf through so many gaming videos every day, just hunting for games, like the way that I think like thirsty men hang around clubs on a Saturday night, you know, trying to find like that one girl or whatever, that one game that'll take like all my time and be really good, and waiting for the right one. Damn it, you keep stacking stuff wrong. Insect wings, I don't know, just get rid of that. It's fine. You know, yeah. And so yeah, the getting antsy about a game is bad. I just want to play the game, and if they open a beta, my issue is not with that company. My issue is that there shouldn't be an alpha, there shouldn't be a closed, there should just be an open beta in different phases. The fact that it's split into 3 different fucking things is like basically an MLM, which is like a multi-layer marketing scam. And I don't like, and so my anger yesterday was not at them or them excluding me. It's that the industry does this. They cut out beta access by layers of people's importance, from alpha, which is the the game media and the streamers and content providers. That's the first layer, the alpha. Then there's the closed, which is lottery and the same people that were in the alpha. And then there's open, which is the public. And I firmly believe that all 3 of those stages should be open. And I think alpha and beta is a big dick suck program designed to separate the people who, you know, to separate the haves from the have-nots. And it's one of the big things wrong with MMORPG gaming right now. You can see how I might be really frustrated and angry about this, because like right now in this stage, even with like 4,000 follows and stuff, I'm not gonna swing that around like a sack of doorknobs trying to fucking like clock them with it. I'm not gonna drop the, you know, like I did it in a way that I felt was subtle. I left messages. The community manager's suggestion was go watch the streams of people who did get in the alpha, and I was like, motherfucker, I am a streamer with 4,000 followers and some 2 to 5 viewership, or 2 to 20. I think I said 2 to 20 viewership depending on the day. And I don't have time to watch someone else's stream. I'm a streamer. And then I erased that message and left the Discord before it got toxic, before anybody could read it, before, you know, before even the community manager maybe read it. And that's as far as I want to go. So, like, I look at that and I'm like, you know what would solve all this stupid shit? Is let the kids in the open beta and let them tell you what they think. And I don't know why, if your servers can't handle people on open beta alpha, why would they be able to handle people when your game launches? And all these other things. Like, I have serious issues with the way the industry does their infrastructure and their building of foundations and engines and stuff. And I feel like I can do Bethesda better than Bethesda. And I don't I don't condone that behavior where they split the betas into like the haves and the have-nots and the public and the not public and all this stuff, right? But I can't stop them from doing that. But I despair when they voluntarily engage in it. But I know why they voluntarily engage in it is because if they don't look normal. They don't look like they're part of the scene. They don't look like they're playing by the rules. They look maverick. They look like they want to stand out. Like they don't want to conform to industry bylaws and all this shit that they all agree with in the back cigar bar rooms of their fucking industries and stuff. And there's movers and shakers in the video game industry, just like there is any other industry. And they're the ones who made it like this, where the public can't have the alpha beta. The alpha test. The public can't have the alpha test. I've only ever been in 2 of them, and it's because I was lucky. I got on the Terra alpha test just by luck. They like the Blue Hole Studios ran a lottery on their alpha because they felt like it would, like the Asians think it's kind of unfair to exclude the public, and I don't really blame them. I don't think they would normally engage in that sort of behavior, like Asians being, you know, Korean or Japanese or Chinese developers. They won't exclude the public. That's not their style, but the Western developers do. It's because they come from, you know, capitalism and like, you know, gods and clods systems where they've got to make separations between the public and the media and the people playing, like, and the people making the games, because those they need the distinction in their hierarchies and their power structures and such. But see, this is problematic to people like me who don't want to be a member of any club that would have them as a member, who are unique, who should be in those circles, who do the business of paying them the money that puts them in their McMansions, who buy all their MMOs and pay their monthlies and are a believer. And eventually, if I ever have any money, I'll invest in their companies even. Like on the stock market, you know what I'm saying? I'm a greater fool. I'm probably one of the greater examples of their constituency, of their demographic. I buy all their products, I pay all their monthlies, I talk about all their games, I stream all their games, I go in their discords, I pay attention to their alphas, I try to get in their alphas, I try to get in their closed, I try to get in their opens. I'm the people they're trying to actually reach, and I'm the people that they're most likely to exclude because they literally run their system on lotteries and nepotism. And that was the anger that you saw yesterday. And PAX Day's company, I don't know the name of their company because I don't care to remember it. But like honestly, like this company, right, the media, the fact, what's the name of the company? The tech, I don't know what the name of the company is. What's who makes PAX Day, right? Who makes PAX Day? I forget the name of this company. It's like Dayrise or something like that. Forget the name. Let's go see it on Steam. Add to your wish list. Yeah. PAX Day is made by Mainframe Industries. I don't know anything about them, right? Notice it was kind of hard to get their name. Okay, so Mainframe Industries, the Mainframe. This is their website, right? They're looking, veterans of the genre join forces to create a player-driven social sandbox MMO. Who we are, learn more, right? This company, there it takes you to PAX Day. That's who they are. That's all we can get about them. That's all they want to know. They are full-funded pan-European game developer. We're assembling a world-class team to build a living world that people will call their home for decades. Join us now and impact the game we develop and the company we're building. They have current openings for... They're from you can be based in Helsinki, Reykjavik, Paris, and remote. General application for if you're interested in working for Mainframe, but you don't see a position that suits your interests, experience, and qualifications, right? They have a tech position and they have a general application. I'm interested in working in at Mainframe as a. I would like to work for Mainframe as a free content provider who will never charge you anything, right? I'll go apply to this company if I can do it quickly, right? Apply now. yeah, I can't do this on stream.
The
I
asteroid
don't have a
is
cover
depleted.
letter, and I don't care if you hire me or not. I just want to work for you and play your game full time. And I don't care if you listen to my suggestions. I want a game I want to play in the background, and I'll even pay for it. I don't care. I'll pay to play the game. I just want like recognition in your Discord as a verified streamer, right? And that's I'll go do that application in the morning, and I'll ask them for status as verified streamer in their Discord, and be invited to the alphas and the betas and the closed, and expose my 20 viewership to their game, and see if I can't better my career through their careers without ever having, asking them to. I don't need them to pay me. I like to work as an intern, as a straight, like verified streamer. I will apply at their corporation, right? Because I believe in their product, and I play their games, and I'm one of those people that pays out the hundreds of dollars each player pays out, that puts them all in their McMansions and those nice Swedish hills, like that movie, the girl with the dragon tattoo. So, I don't see why we can't be friends and you can't let me in your betas, because I know this is privileged. There's a lot of gamers in the world that feel this way, but my difference is I don't want anything from them. I don't want anything from them. I don't need their money. I don't care to even show up at their conferences or ever talk to them, really. I just want to be a verified streamer for them and be included in their betas and have a special role in their Discord, so that people are steered to seeing their product on my stream, right? And I'll live on their game and I'll play it. And if I don't like it, I lost the tiger the second oh, damn it! That's not what I wanted. Oh well, that's okay. It's actually fine, totally fine. EM Orc is tempting, but I'll have to go locate a tiger the minute I sick the pet, and I also, well, never mind. I'll just sick the ball on the ball and then get away from the flapping wings until the flappy bird wings until until I'm full. Yeah, having secured our funding, we're going to the team to deliver on our vision of the MMO of this dedicated. And they're like, this guy wants to work as a streamer for free, and he'll even pay for the game and everything. He doesn't care, and never wants any money from us, and doesn't want to be included in any of our meetings or even talk to us, really. He just wants to stream the game as a verified streamer on his 4,000 follower stream. And that's the application. I'm not even going to do a cover letter because I haven't had a job in 7 years. I'm on disability. Right. Well, I had a job in 2019 fixing laptop screens as a gig labor person on Craigslist. And then before that, I was a Uber driver up until summer of 2018. So it's been only about 5 years since I've had a job. 5 years.
The asteroid is depleted.
Damn. All three at the same time, huh? Cue the ball. Humbug. So yeah, that's the PAX Day thing. But there's many other MMOs coming that actually excite me just as much or more than PAX Day. Like, for instance, Blizzard has a survival MMO coming that's gonna try to take down Rust. There is the Riot MMO is supposed to be pretty good. That's the League of Legends people. There's Pantheon, despite everyone's fucking shit about it, Pantheon might be really good, despite it being like Pantheon might be like I haven't looked at what Pantheon is doing in a long time, but Pantheon might be really secretly good. I haven't done Pantheon. Yeah, there's a Riot MMOs coming. I'll show you. Yeah, the League of Legends people are making an MMO.
Let us pretend wallets and key cases active League players.
I do too. I think Riot's great. Riot's a good company.
Bigger thing really is
they're a gamer company of gamers for gamers. They made their big money off of League of Legends and stuff, dominating the gamer world with a game that plays on potato PCs in perfect frames, and that's why I like Riot, right? I don't know if they're that good of a company corporate wise. That one I've heard iffy things a little bit about, but I know that they love their constituency. They listen to them. They make the game changes based off the public, like Fortnite does. And they're a good company stock wise, and they're not known for sexual scandals or anything like that. So they have a clear reputation in the scene. And on top of it, they only listen to people to make. They're only listening to people to make this game. I'm not sure they have their own vision. They're just trying to satisfy everyone's itch.
Just how much.
Which, if they bring essentially League of Legends quality PvP to their PvE MMO, they could dominate the scene and slaughter even PAX Day. So
money the game is made. Since 2015, League of Legends has been averaging between prior reason and third of all, it's money and time. Which, speaking of money and time, let me tell you about today's
you
sponsor.
said never play LOL. I dabbled in Valorant for the first few years. Yeah, Valorant's a good game. I have a high opinion of Valorant as well. I don't like Valorant, but I think Valorant's a really I think Valorant is a 10. When I played it, I was like, sure, I see why the kids love this. Fucking great. Fucking great. Just like Overwatch, just like CSGO, mixture of two, little bit of Fortnite, little bit of Apex, little bit of Siege in there, total amalgamation of a bunch of good games. Valorant is a great game. I give it a 10. You know, no issues saying that, nothing at all. You know, but this is from a guy who thought that Starfield was like an 8.2. So I don't know. I guess I tend to skew high these days. I'm a glass half full of piss person, right? I don't think the glass is half empty. I think the glass is half full. I just think the glass is half full of piss. So I tend to score high unless I'm really angry at them for really bad mechanics. And these are companies who aren't known for that. I would not say Riot is known for bad mechanics in League of Legends. I would say what makes League of Legends is so good is in their little crappy isometric world, they brought basically every single play style that they could think of to every single character that they could think of. And I think Valorant is the exact same way. So I would say Riot is not known for making. I guess they made waves in the MOBA world. They definitely dominated the MOBA world. So they're known for making waves, but I don't know if they're known for doing anything new. So Heroes of New Earth came out before LOL did. So.
Sponsored by the Ridge Land and Sea Watch Collection. You probably know Ridge for their durable compact wallets that we've featured a few times here on the channel. Well, now they're making their own range.
I don't want to sit through this Ridge thing because I'm not going to watch this video, so...
Sessions via Twitter. From that, there has been some pretty cool bits and information that we've been able to...
Yeah, so we know nothing about this, but yeah, Riot's MMO has the scene's attention. There's fanboys out there who are just sitting on League of Legends right now, millions of them. I'm talking millions, right? And this is a whole part of the scene that I'm very, very, very aware of, but would never, ever, ever be caught dead in. Never, never, never. You won't ever see League of Legends on my screen. You won't see me hanging around 15-year-old kids who are going to be doing what I'm about to talk about in a second. But right now, there is about 100 million kids aged 12 to 27, 37, somewhere around there, maybe even 47 kids. They're all kids at heart. They're man children. They're all sitting in there. I mean this in a loving way, in a good way. I mean this in a good way. They're all sitting in their fucking Discords playing League of Legends, trying to get to Diamond or whatever the fuck their goal is or whatever the fuck, right? And they're all talking about this Riot MMO right now. And that's all they're going to do for the next 2 years or whatever until this game is launched. But apparently, one of the things Riot does in the background, I've heard rumblings in the scene about what's going on with this from Asmongold videos and such. They're done with the game, essentially, but they're like polishing it now. And so we're going to see it soon. We're going to see it in like 2025. That's coming the same time PAX Day is. There's a new generation of MMORPGs coming. And I don't suspect Riot will fuck up. I think they've got too big of a reputation to step with a bad game. They ignore Riot at your peril. Even the WoW boomers, especially the WoW boomers, are all League of Legends fiends, are very aware of the Riot MMO that's coming. And so there's this buzz going on in a low fervor that you and I probably never see at all unless you watch the videos in the scene like I'm doing, right? But there's this low buzz going around in the scene right now that Riot's done with their MMO and they're polishing and they're making sure that they don't fuck up and they're about to step to the scene with it in like 2025 or something like that. And they've been doing it for 6 years, and they've been developing this game in the background and not talking about it, and they're gonna mic drop, and ignore them at your own peril. When the Riot MMO comes, it'll have big effects on the scene. It's going to be World of Warcraft big. And so one of the things we're going to see is towards around probably late quarter Christmas 2025, the year of 2025, which, mind you, is still a whole year and 3 months away, right? But around in a year, and this is how I know I should be in the scene and I should be talking about lifestyle stuff, and I should be here and I should be talking about this stuff, right? This is how I know. Around early quarter 2025, all the fanboys are going to be talking about is the Riot MMO. And it's going to drive us fucking crazy. I'm talking, it's going to be the worst fervor we've ever heard. You thought Cyberpunk was bad? It's going to come. And all the Asmongold fanboys are going to sit around and whine that why hasn't the Riot MMO come? Why isn't the Riot MMO here? And when it hits, they're going to be like, yeah, it's so good. It's like League of Legends, but an MMO. It's so good. And anybody can, there's like 45 classes at launch, and it's so good and all this, and there's going to be all this fervor and shit. And so I'm looking forward to this, but also I am not a Riot fan in the respect that I've never used a Riot fucking product before, so I don't care, right? I don't care about this. I don't care about this. It is tragic, but it's true. I don't care about this. So, like, until 2025 comes around, I don't care about this, and they actually get their goddamn game out the door. I don't care about this, but I'm going to be applying to their alpha. I'm going to be pissed off when I don't get in. I'm going to be doing their closed, and if I get in, I'm going to be lucky. You know, I'm finally going to do their open beta, and I'm definitely going to do the Riot MMO. And so understand that's coming, but not until whenever the fuck. That's TBD. We don't know. So, like, I don't know. That's a thing, and that's coming, and I don't really relish it. I don't feel like the scene needs another MMO, but I do think that it is probably going to be a really fucking solid game, and it's good, and I welcome it, and I think we need, like, new blood, and I you know where I hope they really knock it out of the fucking park is I want an evolution in crafting done with the Asian sort of Riot MMO sort of sensibility of MOBA style, where you click a button and it runs a really fast little Asian graph like the game Terra and stuff, and it's like shoop, and then it's like, yeah, you looted that flower or you made that chess piece, and it's super fucking fast, and it's super, and it doesn't take a lot of your time, right? I want the Asian quick. I mean, not all Asian games, I'm being racist here. I'm going to say Eastern sensibility about, like, you know, about like efficiency and stuff. I'm looking forward to that. And what I want from Riot is an evolution in crafting where they blow even Minecraft out of the fucking water. And Riot has Riot has the money to do that. That dirty League of Legends skin money that they've got, they rival Epic. They've got billions and billions, and I'm talking 30, 40, 50 billion dollars, 100, something like that. They've got billions and billions of dollars. What I want from Riot, they've got more money than Blizz, I think. Right? What I want from Riot is I want them to evolve the crafting into something entirely else. Something else entirely. And if and a girl can dream, A girl can dream about them doing a little tiny bit of RMT when it comes to just the resources. I don't want gear sold. I don't want fucking boosts sold. I don't want fucking boosts. I don't want anything. But I do want the resources to be able to sell to your Riot account for Riot bucks that you can convert to real life money. And I'm hoping that they can maybe see their way to something like that. I fucking doubt it, but a girl can dream. I think it's really sick that they impoverish the digital serfs that play their games. I think it's really sick and based that their terms of service don't permit it and they can't do RMAH. And we can dream that the Riot MMO is the one that can break that mold because they have the money to defy the governments and defy the Blizz and defy all these other norms and stuff. And I hope that they do. I hope that they do. But they won't. They will not. And I don't want to hear the fanboy talk about some game that won't be out for 2 years. I don't want to sit around some Discord waiting for it. I don't care. And I'm about to be hypocritical and go listen to some fanboy talk about a game that won't be out for 2 years. But I don't want to hear about the Riot MMO for 2 years because that fervor when it hits is gonna be worse than Elden Ring. It's gonna be worse. It's gonna be like shut the fuck up about the Riot MMO. I don't want to hear about it. Like, honestly, it's going to be like that. It's going to be like Elden Ring, like, levels of hype. And so I don't even want to begin to start engaging in that sort of bullshit yet. I'm not ready for that. That one's going to be like Final Fantasy or World of Warcraft. It's the other big game. It's League of Legends. It's like when the Riot MMO hits, it's going to make a splash that's going to change the MMO scene forever. And I'm not really relishing that much. I don't know. I'm okay with it, but it's time. But I mean, I don't know. We'll see. So here's another game that I'm sure is a failure. But I don't know.
Your skill has increased.
Pantheon returns to MMORPG.
Thank you, Red Beer Flynn. I don't know this guy, but I've heard of this guy before. I need to get a heal off. This guy's gonna win, or maybe I don't know. We'll see. It's nice to. Oh man, look, I DC'd. Hell yeah. What are you talking about? Get me connected, you asshole.
Your skill has increased.
I love my VPN. It keeps me safe, but it causes problems like this, and it's annoying.
That was the name of the short letter Pantheon posted earlier this week. A decision. Pantheon returns to MMORPG format. That was the name of the short letter Pantheon posted earlier this week. A decision that has received a much brighter and kinder response than last month when the MMO formally announced their 247 extraction or test or whatever you call it. But is it enough? Can Pantheon rebuild the bridges they may have burnt? Can they use this as a bit of a harsh learning experience and just kind of listen to their community as they might be showing they are? Can Pantheon now get to the finish line and provide the MMO?
Thank you, Red Beer Flynn, for the excellent content for my stream. I've liked and sub to your channel. I like the insider view, and I'm glad somebody cares enough to go get it.
That so many of us have wanted for so long. Pantheon did a 180 on 247. And yeah, that sounds silly. But hi, have you met me? My name is Redbeard Flynn, and I say silly, stupid shit all the damn time.
Hi.
Nice to meet you. Welcome to my channel on MMOs and RPGs. In their letter, they said, Pantheon will drop its 247 test mode and return to full PvE MMORPG. Not only that, alpha players will be invited to 24-hour sessions starting in December and continuing into next year, scheduled to be announced. Now, I ended my video on Pantheon after the 247 announcement with essentially a plea for, well, this.
Active.
Just let players begin testing the game more. Open up alpha. Let them play the MMO, not a...
Yeah, listen, this guy's gonna say the exact same thing that I just said yesterday about how really evil alpha actually kind of is. Alphas are kind of evil. They're like the gods and managers' way of separating you from everybody else. It's not a good thing. It's definitely corrupt, and it needs to be changed. And he's about to say the same thing.
Test mode. It sounds like that's kind of like what they're doing, and perhaps doing it in a way that will encourage focused testing from those players by limiting a test to 24-hour sessions instead of 24/7. But I also want to point out here that this game is not shifting into alpha yet, and this could be confusing for a lot of players. So I hope it is made very, very clear that these testing sessions are kind of not a guarantee. It's guaranteed that we'll at least have one in December, but going forward. So I hope they really make sure that it's clear that they are still within pre-alpha until they're not, until they move into alpha. Because I don't want anyone rushing in starting to put in a pledge thinking that they're going to be able to play the game all the time. Just one little point of, even after the Q&A, I still think there could still be a little bit of confusion around the pre-alpha versus alpha thing, and I just hope that it's made very clear as much as possible. But there's another line that I want to highlight from Pantheon, and it's part of why I still believe in this project. The Pantheon community made it clear that the 247 test mode is not the reason they support us, and we need to listen to that. We understand that for many of you, we have damaged your trust. That's on us. For those who will give us the opportunity to rebuild that trust, we thank you. For those who are not yet ready to believe in us or the project again, we understand and we hope we can earn back your support in the future. It's well said, it's honest, and it's upfront, and it's what was needed. I think that this letter may have been one of the better letters I have seen from Visionary Realms and from Pantheon in years of following this development. So first and foremost, credit where
Visionary Realms, the indie team behind.
Thank you, the Nathan Napalm, for the excellent concept for my stream. I'd like to sub to your channel.
Pantheon Rise of the Fallen, an MMO originally inspired by EverQuest and the vision set by Brad McQuaid, the man who has had the largest inspiration on the entire MMO RPG genre than any other human in the history of mankind, has released their full information on the 247 mode and how it plays and what it all means. There is a ton of information here, including news that alpha pledgers will be able to play Pantheon soon, and more. And we're going to be discussing the good news and the bad news.
See, this company, they charge for the alpha. They charge for it. They're like, if you put $100 down, we'll let you in. And honestly, I like that more because it at least allows me to play the game in the alpha. I like that more than just excluding me. I like that more than what PAX Day did, even though it's more corrupt and more fucked up. But I mean, I'll pay for a founder if it means I can play the alpha.
We'll be looking at this from both sides, and I'll give my final opinion.
My thing about Pantheon is I want a game to play in the background, and that's an auto swing game. So they might have me just by rote.
On how I personally feel at the end. So make sure to watch the entire video.
I want to see, I keep looking for an auto swing MMO, and I'm thinking that these three are perfect for what I'm. Well, I mean, MMO. I guess WoW is an auto swing, so I don't really want to sit on WoW forever, and I'm gonna need a replacement for WoW, and I'm looking for auto swing MMOs, and I might go back to old school RuneScape of all things, which is just crazy, but. Old school RuneScape is a game I can play in the background that I've never played, but also I don't know if I like it because it requires paying attention a lot. But I want to just do the combat side of old school RuneScape and live off whatever drops I get or whatever. I think I've been thinking about that a lot. Old school RuneScape might be a pretty good game to play in the background. I think you can even do old school RuneScape on a browser, which is kind of funny. I don't even have to install the game or anything. I mean, I could, I guess, but or maybe even new school RuneScape. I think new school RuneScape will let you auto swing on things too, and that might be the game that I'm looking for because that game is really base, so it doesn't take up much graphical quality. I'm looking for an auto swinger. Dragon's Dogma is kind of an auto swinger in a way.
What brings you here? Goddess watch over you.
But let's go look for auto swing list of auto attack MMO RPGs, right? Oops, I mistyped. Auto path questing. I'm a BDO and Aura Kingdom. Are there any other MMOs? Aura Kingdom. Auto pathing I don't care about. EvE, yep. Mer4. Autopilot. Play Ragnarok Online Origin. Forsaken World. I don't want auto-pathing. I want, yeah, what's the most automated MMORPG you've ever played, right? RF, that's Autopot for the win. You can get a set of... Lineage 2. Lineage 2 is an interesting suggestion. Worm lets you do that. Worm. You know, I'm tempted to buy this medieval MMO, Life is Feudal, but I heard so much negative things about it yesterday. Let's go look at the Metacritic of Life is Feudal, Your Own. Yeah, what did this actually get, you know? It got a 63 and a 5.8, which is fairly low. It's like low. Oh, so much simulation, so little gameplay. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think so. It's sad that I like Mortal 2 because I feel like I could go back to it, but then I remember the empty world and I'm like, no. And also all the pressure to join and house solo, you just get ganked all day. I don't know. I'm just like, man, I want auto swinger MMOs, and that's not an auto swing MMO either.
What brings you here?
So, I mean, it is for farming, but it's not for combat. I wish New World would do what ESO just did, where they just like let you go to like an RNG place that has every mob in the game and just lets you fight. That would be so good, and it would pay out like 1,000 gold every half an hour. I think that'd be sweet. That'd be so good. Pay for my furniture with it. Yeah, I want AFK combat, and it's difficult, but whatever.
I do tend to be a generally positive guy about all things. But there are some dark corners to this story, but thankfully there are also some bright, juicy parts too. So let's get into it. First, my name is Nathan. I cover MMOs and RPGs, so please hit that like button like it owes you money and subscribe for more. So, for the October
What happened to
newsletter,
my
Visionary Rounds
Final
breaks down
Fantasy?
what the 247 game mode is for Pantheon by explaining why it exists. And I quote, "We are at a point now where we need to run Pantheon in a persistent 24/7 environment to collect data and establish a continuous feedback cycle." And then they go on to mention that players can obviously consume content faster than they can make it, which is true for all MMOs, but even more true when you're an indie team. And the 247 mode was conceived to address this. A way to test Pantheon and test exactly what they want tested by giving the player quests that take them to a chunk or an area of the world and set them loose. Do the quest for rewards, or run around and play and gather materials, or do whatever you want. But you do have a time limit. Now, before this time limit runs out, you must make your way to a teleport area to get out and escape with everything you have found. Now, this mode comes in PvE or PvP options. So if you like PvP, go for that. But just know that if you die, you do drop your stuff you had on you when you entered. Even in PvE, I should mention, if you die, you're going to drop your stuff on your corpse. Now, your party members can grab your stuff and head to the teleport, bring it back to you. But if they don't, if it's just laying there, another player could scoop up your stuff. Now, let's discuss why Pantheon is doing this mode in this way, in their own words. And I quote, "This play mode creates a sense of urgency and real danger." Now, the article goes on to say that the workload or the content used for the 247 mode is between 90 to 95% usable for the actual development of the world and the MMO that Pantheon is going to become. And that makes sense, since the only parts that are unique to this mode is realistically just the time limit. You're still going to be going out in the actual zones or dungeons and areas they are creating for the MMO. These aren't areas or places or creatures that only exist in the 247. It's just teleporting you into specific areas in the MMO. So if you can bend your mind to understand that this is Pantheon Rise of the Fallen in smaller bite-sized chunks for testing purposes, and also to try to keep you interested so that you play more and don't get bored, which Visionary Rounds believes is going to give a longer lasting appeal to keep people logging in and delivering the data they're asking for and testing out their new quests and their new creatures and their new areas, then it's, it can be packaged in a way, if you can think of it that way, that isn't too bad. They also said that by the end of the year here in 2023, they're going to be allowing alpha pledgers to have access to this 247 mode, allowing them to play and try Pantheon for the first time, and that is excellent news. For the thousands of people dying to get in and test out Pantheon, you should all be rejoicing, I believe. I mean, you get to play Pantheon. That's great. They also mentioned that this mode could be present in the final release as a battlegrounds type option for PvP. And before we get negative, this mode actually does live up to the vision of offering players a way to enjoy Pantheon in a 2-hour window for those with less time, as that actually was part of the original vision, but without clarification on how they would pull this off back then, because they didn't know. They just wanted to offer Pantheon to be available for people, that have grown up, they got lives and children and etc. Now, to put it simply, the 247 mode is a way to grab a quest for your group, get teleported into an area specific for that quest, which could be an open outside area or a dungeon, try to complete the quest to get out in time. Or you can ignore the quest completely and just explore, gather, craft, kill things, camp, explore, whatever you want to do, but you do have to make sure that you get out before the time limit is over in order to keep the things you found during that adventure. So look, we all like a full-size Snicker bar. This is like the, what they call the little fun, friendly size little bite thing, nuggets, if you will. Still Snickers, right? It's just smaller, and maybe you'll still be a little hungry. Maybe you have to eat a few of them. So let's talk about the good before we get into the negativity. So first, it's not the end of the world like some YouTubers would have you believe. Everybody loves to go negative. Everybody loves it. It gets views. It gets clicks. Everybody loves to let's just stomp all over this. You know, I see somebody down. Let's kick them as hard as we can. That's unfortunately the way the YouTube algorithm works. Of course, now you could argue that you don't want this game mode. That's justifiable. It makes sense. But it's not separate for Pantheon in a sense of development. And alpha pledgers finally getting to try Pantheon, even if it is in this particular mode, I think is going to squash most of the negativity. Especially if Pantheon opens up to streaming and content, lifting the NDA a little
Your
bit.
skill has increased.
And if you can get over the fact that other MMOs in the past have had other modes that ended in complete disaster, such as Landmark, Apocalypse for Ashes, Ragnarok for Camelot Unchained. If you can ignore all those, which were completely separate games, by the way, and realize that this 247 mode takes place in places
Your
that
skill
they
has
are making
increased.
for Pantheon, doing quests that are going to be in Pantheon, killing mobs that are going to be in Pantheon. It is the world quests and things
Hello,
from
everybody,
Pantheon
and welcome.
in this 247 mode. And you are getting to experience it in a bite-sized chunk of how it will actually feel in an MMO, which means in a way you won't mind redoing this content
Your skill
later
has
on
increased.
as we move through different phases to get to launch, because it will feel different when you're doing it in an MMO environment. And you don't mind that it has a couple of rules, like the time limit. I think that's most people's concern. And of course,
Your skill
this
has
death mechanic
increased.
dropping your things if you don't make it out in time. It's just really, overall, it's not that bad. And certainly, in my opinion, not worth burning the house down over. But there are some negatives. I can't ride this horse like it's made of gold without mentioning that overall, this still isn't likely to go over well with the existing community as a whole due to
Your skill has increased.
horrible memories of failures that feel similar. Landmark, for example, and the fact that Pantheon has been our #1 hope for a new classically spirited MMO for so many years, and this game mode does not reflect that. And with all the changes we've seen lately, the feeling that Pantheon is headed into territory that we would rather not go is unmistakably present, and I am wringing my hands right along with you. I think the timing of this is more damning than the actual
Your
news
skill has
itself.
increased.
The change in art style recently, the refactors, the seemingly unending class revamps, the lack of substantial updates to new zones or dungeons, or any of the things that actually excite us for the future of Pantheon as an MMO, or make us feel like we're getting closer to launch, and then now this new
Yes,
mode
I leveled.
and our big update pretty
Oh yeah, level 33. Did I get anything? No. Oh well. Oh, maybe I got like an ability or a pet command. Nope. Oh well. Unfortunate. I hear the game, but I don't see it. So annoying. I guess I'm gonna relaunch. Yeah, you seem to be like screwed up here or something. There it is. I have an existing account, I guess, but I don't know what it's signed up under. I think I'll just create a new Steam yeah, I'll just create a new Steam account, I guess, yeah. That's fine. Full screen. Nope. There we go. Sorry. Okay, let's go back to what we were doing. Good, I don't have to sit down. This tiger has eaten that onion. Let's sick the tiger on this tiger. And then heal. And let him kill it. That's a new little Beastmaster trick I've learned. Oh my god. Okay, so... Wow, oh yeah. So... How's this? Good. Okay, good. And then... yeah, you... Are you on me right now? Yeah. Let's go put him on the fly. Okay, and I'm in. Oh, I like how you can zoom it in, though. Oh, I like that a lot, though. That's kind of what I came looking for. I was like, on the mouse keyboard client, can you get it to zoom in? Can you spin the camera? Oh, yeah, you can, yeah. Okay, well...
The asteroid is depleted.
Oh, look how far you can zoom it in. I actually really like that. It doesn't look bad when you zoom it in, damn. Wow. Nice part about this is well, yeah, I don't want the music dominating it, so... Can I make this bigger? Can't read it. Oh, I'm sorry. Greetings, job said welcome all visitors. Click here to get ready to learn things and try to talk. You will find many of us have useful things to say. We're get going. Give us kind of later. You have experience. Have little school RuneScape. That would be wonderful. Click your answer. I am brand new. This is my first time here. I'm brand new. This is my first time here. Wonderful. Thank you. Now then, let's start by looking at your settings menu. Please click on the flashing spanner icon found at the bottom right of your screen. This will display your settings menu. Okay, and then, yep, mute the music, turn up the sound effects so I can hear it. Yep, this is the area sound. Yeah, turn up the area sound. Yeah, and this is, but that's the music. Now I like the music. Maybe I like it, but we'll just turn it down. Sure, like a little bit more. Yep, brightness could be much better. Yep. Oh yeah, like brightness. Yeah. I don't know. That's probably washed out. Yeah. Oh, cool, cool. Oh, I like how you can zoom it. Resizable modern layout. View distance. Oh, cool. It has anti-aliasing. Nice. Oh, yeah. It looks a lot better now, yeah. That's interesting. Oh, there we go. I'm like, yeah, can you make it bigger? You can. Oh, accurate, okay. I hear a lot of combat and it makes me nervous. Okay, this is good, but I do want to mute the music. Music's good, and I'll listen to it later. I'm sure it's good. Oh, I like how you can zoom it in. It makes it a much better game to me than it used to be. Okay, very good. Now, it's weird because I don't want to do my arrow keys for... I had a bigger menu there for a second, but now it's not there. Yeah, I can use the arrow keys, but I want to do all settings for controls. Oops. My tiger's uncharmed. Oh, good. First charm. Yay. I'd like you to heal. Yay for 33. That's good. You can get a follower. Oh, pet. Oh, you can get a pet? Oh, cool. You can get a pet. Huh. F1 is attack, I guess. Keybind's attack. Oh, is that it? I don't know. Damn it, I missed my fish. Escape is your bag? That doesn't seem right. Wait, back to all settings again, to controls. What I'm looking for is to spin... That's too big, isn't it?
The asteroid is depleted.
I wish I could rebind those keys. I wonder if it's possible. Let's go look. I always have some issue with the keybinds. Oh, there's a middle mouse button. Oh, there it is. Yeah, let's see if we can change that, huh? Well, WASD works too, but it doesn't seem like it. WASD is not working, no. What is that sound? It was very loud.
Much the art style in this mode is our big updates for the entirety of 2023 just doesn't feel right for a vision laid out by Brad McQuaid that didn't involve any of this at all. On the other hand, they are trying something new to keep player interest, and by the end of the year, more people have the chance to try it on as they open it up to alpha pledgers. So I think the real answer to how this all works out will come in time, but I do believe the communication of this mode was well laid out here in this newsletter, and that is a definite plus. There will be a Q&A this evening at 7 p.m. Central, 8 p.m. Eastern on October.
Scam allegations. Oh no, Pokemon's getting scam allegations.
Welcome to my Melee Combat Training Guide for 2021. Now, combat in old school RuneScape can seem very simplistic at first. However, once you learn more about it, you come to realize that there's a lot of depth to it. Now, today's guide is primarily going to be a training guide, so I'm not going to be going over every single mechanic of melee combat. However, I am going to touch on some of the more important ones. Primarily, I'm going to be focusing on gear that you're going to want to use, and some of the better training locations. However, throughout the whole thing, I'm going to be giving you a lot of different routes and options available, so there should be something for everyone. As always, guys, if you do appreciate the work that goes into making these skill guides, always appreciate it.
Message in a bottle.
Video helps a lot. Anyway, guys, let's get started.
Scroll of stamina. Nice.
Now, at its most basic level, melee combat
15
can be
silver.
divided into 3 skills: attack, strength, and defense. Now, as these are all trained in a very similar manner, they're all going to be included in one guide. Ranged and magic are other combat skills. However, I have made a separate skill guide for those, which there will be a link in the description for that. Now, generally, each of these melee combat skills need to be leveled up separately, and they will all provide different attributes for your account. Increasing your attack level will increase your accuracy. Keep in mind this does not determine how much damage you can potentially do, just how often you are going to hit your opponent. Now, strength in old school RuneScape is what's going to determine how high you can hit or a player's max hit. Now, this is often the more preferred skill to level up first, as hitting higher damage numbers is very important and is often a more efficient way to level up your account. So just to differentiate these a bit, for example, if you had an account that had 50 strength but 1 attack, you could potentially hit as high as a 6. However, you would not hit that very often at all because you'd be very inaccurate. Conversely, if you had 50 attack and 1 strength, your max hit would be a 1, which you would hit fairly frequently. However, you would never be able to hit more than a 1. So obviously, in most cases, you want to level these up in tandem. Now, by increasing your defense stat, that is going to decrease the likelihood of being hit by an opponent. So you will avoid melee, ranged, and magic attacks more often. However, keep in mind, magic does have a caveat to it, that your magical defense is only determined 30% by your actual defense level and 70% by your magic level, so it's a bit less effective there. Now, to switch between your different combat training options, you want to come over here to the Combat Options tab. Now, most weapons will have the ability to train all of the combat stats, attack, strength, and defense. However, some won't have all of them. Now, you'll normally have 3 or 4 attack options, and if you hover over them, it'll tell you which type of experience it's going to get. Generally, the top left option will give you attack experience. The bottom right option will generally give you defense experience, and the other 2 will generally give you either a strength or attack option. Now, for melee training, there are quite a few different monsters and routes you can potentially take to level up the skills. However, regardless of what route you want to take, by far the most efficient way to level up your melee combats in the early levels is questing. There are quite a few integral quests to get done early, not only because they provide you with really good melee combat experience rewards, but also they are just very important quests to get done regardless for just general game progression. Now, the quests I would highly recommend getting done early are Waterfall quests. If you complete Waterfall quests right from level 1, which is easily doable, that will immediately bump you up from level 1 to 30 attack and strength, which will 100% be much quicker than training it up manually. Other important quests to get done early are Trinome Village, which will give you another big experience reward in attack, as well as access to the Spirit Tree system, very useful. I would also recommend completing the Grand Tree to get more attack experience, the Fight Arena quest, which again is going to give you some attack experience, the Holy Grail quest, which will give you a bunch of prayer and defense experience, and finally Dragon Slayer 1, which once again will give you a bunch of strength and defense experience. Now, if you do complete all of those quests starting from level 1, you're going to get 38 strength, 44 attack, and 39 defense without ever having trained any of the melee combats. And in general, it'll actually be quicker for you to complete all of those quests than for you to train from level 1 to 40 manually, while also unlocking a plethora of very important rewards.
Plethora. Yep, nope. What it really is just skeletons over and over and over again.
Now, starting at around level 40 combat is realistically when you're going to need to start doing some actual melee training. Now, the first route I want to show you is going to be the easiest, the most AFK, and one of the most popular ways to get 99 in all of your melee stats. Sure, it's a little bit boring, but it is very effective and very cheap. So one of the most popular ways to train your melee combat, starting at around level 40, is by training on a low defense monster like crabs. Fighting something like sand crabs, ammonite crabs, or even rock crabs are very popular because they are aggressive towards you, which means you can AFK there for a long period of time, and they have a lot of hit points, which means they provide very competitive experience rates. Now, I am presuming that you don't want to punch the crabs to death, so you're going to need to bring some gear. A really good and cost-effective gear set to start off your melee combat training is to go to the Grand Exchange and buy a rune scimitar, an amulet of glory, a combat bracelet, rune boots, and a full rune set. In total, this will only cost you 150k or something like that, and is a great base to get started with. Now, if you go ahead and buy all those items and quest at the early levels, you will already be able to hit a max of 10, and you haven't even started training yet. Now, from levels 40 to 70, we're going to be training ideally on ammonite crabs. Now, those are located on Fossil Island and do require the completion of the Bone Voyage quest to unlock. However, if you don't feel like doing that, sand crabs are another really good option. They're located on Zaya, and you can go there right away. Now, the crabs are going to be located in the ground, and once you get near them, they will become aggressive to you and attack you automatically. Now, to begin with, you only really need to find 2 crabs that are close together, as your damage output isn't that much in the early levels. However, once you get into the 50s and 60s, you probably want to find a location with 3 crabs. That can be a little challenging because this is a very popular training location, but it is required to get the maximum experience rate. Now, one of the biggest benefits of this training method is you can AFK here for usually 10 minutes at a time, which means going through the low levels will be incredibly low effort. Now, after 10 minutes, the crabs will stop being aggressive towards you and stop attacking you automatically. To reset this, you just need to run a fair distance away, only 5 or 10 seconds in a direction, and run right back. Now, it is definitely recommended to bring attack and strength potions with you. The crabs won't do any damage, so you can fill up your entire inventory with potions. If you just buy the super attack and strength potions off the Grand Exchange, they're not too expensive, and they will have a notable benefit on your experience rate. If you do come here right at level 40, your starting experience rate will be around 25k to 30k per hour, but that will go up fairly quickly as you go through quick early levels. Once you get up to level 60, you're going to start getting around 40 to 45k per hour, and at level 70, you're going to be closer to 50k per hour. So essentially what that means is to get from level 40 to 70 and all of your melee combat stats, it's going to take you roughly 50 hours. So next up here, we should have a look at what gear upgrades you should be looking to make during that level range. And one of the best ways to increase your damage beyond just training is upgrading your gear. However, with that said, I would highly recommend not spending much money on gear in the early levels, as your return on investment gets very minimal as you get into the more expensive gears, and usually you're going to be just better off training a few extra levels than buying an incredibly expensive piece of gear. Now, luckily, quite a bit of the best early and mid-game gear is either free because it's from a quest reward, or it's just incredibly cheap. Now, between levels 40 and 70, there are quite a few pieces of gear I would highly recommend trying to get. First up here, at level 60 attack, you can wear a Dragon Scimitar. However, you do need to complete Monkey Madness 1 to be able to wield it. It is a giant DPS increase though, and I highly recommend doing it. Now, fun fact, if you are extremely wealthy and you just for some reason don't feel like doing Monkey Madness 1, if you buy the Gore's Chain Mace directly from the Grand Exchange, it is actually on par with the Dragon Scimitar, even in its uncharged state. That said, it does cost 8 mil right now, so maybe not recommended for those who don't have that much money. Another good upgrade you can get between levels 40 and 70 is the Fighter Torso. You get that from Barbarian Assault. It is a combat minigame, and while the Fighter Torso only has a requirement of 40, it does take a while to get, and a bit of knowledge on Barbarian Assault, but it is definitely more than worth it. Another really good upgrade in this level range is the Helm of Nidasnot. You get this from the Fremnik Isles quest, and it requires 55 defense to wear, but it is one of the only early game helmets that provide a strength bonus, so it is a really good item to get. Another really key upgrade you should try to get is the Defender. Now, to get the Defenders, you do need access to the Warriors Guild, which requires roughly around 65 attack and strength. The actual requirement is 130 between the two. The Dragon Defenders are probably one of the highest priority things to get around that level, so as soon as you can get in there, I would go ahead and try to get them. Now, finally here we have the Fire Cape. Now, there are no strict requirements on when you can get the Fire Cape. It's really going to come down to your own personal skill, but for most players, they're roughly going to need around 70 combat, if not more, but it's something to work towards. And the final item I'd recommend having on your radar within these level ranges are Barrow's Gloves. These are one of the best glove slot items in the entire game, but do require the completion of Recipe for Disaster. It is one of the longest quests in the entire game, but it is something you can definitely work towards doing eventually. Now, starting at level 70 is when you really unlock one of the most powerful tools for leveling up your melee stats, and that would be the Nightmare Zone. Now, you can go here before level 70, but it's generally not as efficient because you have lower defenses, and you haven't really unlocked tier 70 weapons yet. Now, the Nightmare Zone can be a little confusing to begin with here, and there's quite a few different ways that you can approach this. Now, the Nightmare Zone offers a ton of versatility. You can get pretty well the highest experience rate in the game, but it does require quite a bit of focus. You can get by far the most AFK training method in the game if you want, where you can AFK for up to 20 minutes, or there are of course options in between. Now today I'm just going to be showing you the AFK option, and there's a reason for that. Personally, I believe that if you are prepared to focus on the game and do an engaging, click-intensive combat training method, you may as well be doing Slayer, killing a monster for profit, or bossing, and we'll get into that in a minute. Personally, I think Nightmare Zone is a very powerful tool to get AFK experience, but that will vary from player to player. Now, Nightmare Zone is a minigame that is located a little bit north of Yanil. Now, as far as recommended gear for Nightmare Zone, there were two good cost-effective options that you can do at level 70. Now, for training attack or defense, you definitely want to pick yourself up the Titan of cost-effectiveness, the Abyssal Whip. The Abyssal Whip is amazing, and it only costs around 2 mil right now. Now, to go with that, you probably also want to pick up a Amulet of Fury, the Obsidian Plate Legs, and the Berserker Ring, and that will give you probably the most cost-effective DPS increase that you can at that level. Now, one of the limitations of the Abyssal Whip is you cannot train strength with it. So when you want to train strength, I would highly recommend buying the full Obsidian armor set with the Obsidian Sword and the Berserker Necklace. Now, this armor set is really strong for its level and cost, and it will give you a giant boost to both your melee strength and accuracy if you have the full set and the Berserker Necklace. I would highly recommend buying this, and it should take you all the way to 99 if you want, and will only cost you around 4 or 5 mil. Now, in my opinion, the best method for AFK Nightmare Zone experience is the Absorption Pot method. Now, the Absorption Pot method works because you fill your inventory with the Absorption Potions, you can drink a bunch of them at once, and they'll absorb any damage that you take.